Man, I meant to change that. Update it. Nope. Morning. Morning, friends. Cat. Yes, it's Friday, sis. It's Friday. Good morning. How are you, Cat? Kat, you have become such a mainstay and an invaluable piece of this community. Just saying. Be out here observing just quietly, minding my business, but watchful. Just saying. How's it going this morning? It's Friday. Praise the Lord. It's true. It's true. Give credit where credit is due. You know? Nurse in reverse. Good morning. How are you? Happy Friday to you. Friday. I'm drinking my coffee. It's Friday. I got 2 meetings today. 2 meetings. Kat, the community would collapse without people like you. But I do think you probably have the ability to create if you wanted to. But it's okay if you don't want to. Morning, friends. Morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. How we doing? How we doing? Look, y'all all right? Doing all right? You too shy? So, Kat, you are coming to at least one of the meetups, right? Because I want to meet you and hug your neck. Hey, Lisa. How are you? Staying consistent through craziness. You had a house fire, still working out. Nurse in reverse. That is admirable. I have fell apart since probably I've been just up and down since probably around the time my uncle died. And I traveled, then I came back, I had to bake the cakes. Then it was Thanksgiving. And then right after Thanksgiving, y'all, is when I had the gala and then I got the vid. And that was literally the week or so before Christmas. Then Christmas came and I'm like the guy from Life, can't get right. I'm struggling to get right. Me and I think Kia, who's Toots Mimi on here, we were talking about that. I'll have weeks where I'm great with my water, but then I'm struggling to eat all the protein I need. Then I can eat all the protein, but then I'm struggling with the water. I mean, it's been bananas. Hey, BB, good morning. It's been bananas. I can't seem to get it all to balance back out right. Okay, you're coming to the A. You marked the time off on your work calendar. I can't wait to meet you, Kat. I cannot wait to meet you. And hug your neck. I'm going to be shy and I'll probably have my work face on, but just come up to me anyway. Chris, good morning. I love this. A shot of Chris. Thank you for the heart, me friend. And y'all, Chris, Tiff, and I are meeting at the venue. We're meeting at the venue on January 31st to shoot some content at the venue. And they're going to take a tour. So they get to see and they can help me. And actually, Monica and Asia, I think, are coming too. Actually, I know, because they're coming too. They're going to meet me at the venue. We're going to shoot some content and they're going to give me some ideas so that we can figure out placement of stuff. And I don't have to worry about me being the only person who's seen the venue. They'll be like, no, remember this, we could do this. So I'm excited. Hey, KB, good morning, good morning, good morning. But nurse in reverse. I made that all about me. I'm proud of you. I'm sorry. I'm proud of you for staying consistent. Hey, QL. Good morning. Good morning, Katarina. Y'all, if y'all don't know, Katarina lives in the Twin Cities, the Minneapolis, St. Paul area. And I believe she specifically lives in Minneapolis. Y'all, keep that area in prayer. Keep Katarina in prayer. She is truly someone who has boots on the ground, in community meetings, trying to figure out with her community how they can help and like mitigate risk and things like that. So y'all keep Katarina lifted and pay attention to her content, because she is posting a lot of times in real time about what's going on in the Twin Cities. Hey, Abby, good morning. Thank you for the heartbeat, Abby. Kat, you can't wait to meet Chris. You love his. Chris is actually amazing. He's funny. Chris is baby. Chris is something else. He's a time. But make sure you separate him from Stacy, because when him and Stacy get together, that's double trouble, friends. Double trouble. Hey, Shy, good morning. Nurse in Reverse, I'm trying, but I've got to get back to I got to get back in my zone. I'm too close to goal. And I got to keep these habits going for maintenance, or else I'm going to just be a mess. Because what good is it? And I used to say this a lot, like almost 2 years ago. What good is it to be nice looking, pretty, fit, whatever on the outside, but then be a whole mess on the inside? Same, Cat. I'm ready to meet everybody and give lots of hugs out, even though I'll say this. I'm not really a hugger, but for this community, I supercharge my battery and get it together. Hey, Myra. Myra's like, why am I up so early? Myra, why are you up so early? Didn't you have a good workout and everything yesterday? Hey, Shay. Hey, Shay. No, Abby, because Tiff, Chris, and I aren't in Asia and Monica, because I really do need to mention them. Right, Chris? Chris is like, I'm not a hugger either, but I'll participate. Because we can't get to the venue until the 31st of this month, I'm going to go ahead and say tickets are going to drop toward the beginning of February. I want some content maybe to announce the venues, and then drop the tickets. And I'm still figuring out the ticketing platform. Morning, Danny P. Myra, you're not a hugger? Well, I hope you'll at least give me a side, because I'm expecting you to come to Dallas. So I hope you'll give me a side hug in Dallas. Hey, Carrie, good morning. I'll have mine too, Chris. So we'll have them both. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Omar. And Chris, they have an event there. I think he said that morning. So our access may not be as wide open as I'd like, particularly at the entrance in front of the sign, because that's where I'd love for us to gather and do some do some things. Morning. Hey, Shay. Yeah, Abby, they're probably going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and drop them in February. I'm going to go ahead and say February. I'm not even going to say late January anymore. Because I want some more content up around that. You visit your sister in Fort Worth all the time. Great. And we'll see what today lands. I still haven't heard from the one venue that I sent a bunch of information to. I answered their questions, but I have a conference call with, come on, Abby. Abby like, haha, get out my way. I'm trying to go for the gusto. I'm going for both. Come on, Abby, come to the A. And I know you have like a bestie or something here. And then the Big D is your hometown. So it'll just cost you the ticket and the time. Danny P, what we doing this year? What we doing? You getting a ticket? What are we doing, friends? But yeah, all the friends may not be the same at both meetups. So Somebody got filtered after Abby's good morning to Danny P. And look at Danny. Thank you, Abby. Abby like, she coming. She coming. She sure is. Thank you, Danny. Danielle, what's happening? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, I have a like I said, a call with a venue in Dallas today at 11. Have it at 11. So hopefully they'll get my questions answered. I can kind of figure out if they'll work. I need them to send me menus because, as we found out, menus are important. Delonte's in here. Hey, Delonte. Good morning. Great morning. Y'all, Delonte must be on a bathroom run. Unless she's working to get into the office early on a Friday so she can get out early. Or is she going to go live with us this late afternoon, early evening? So that we can have a kiki. Thank you, Danielle. Mama Glenda needs to go to the ATL. Oh no, Mama Glenda ain't gonna travel like that. I can tell you right now. She'll come to Dallas because she knows she'll be put in the corner if she don't come to Dallas. She be trying to put us in the corner, and she stay fussing at Delonte. But she have to go to the corner if she don't come to Dallas. So yes. So looking forward to it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it. Tickets are going to go on sale in February. I'll set a date like real soon. I'll set like a definitive date. That way everybody will be like, okay, you can set your alarms, whatever. Delonte always claims she the favorite. She always somewhere talking about how she the favorite. Just look, just because she the youngest. Just because she the youngest, she always somewhere claiming she the favorite. Hey, Divanette. Good morning. Good morning. Listen, we got to have a good time. Life's too short not to have some fun around here. Not to have some fun. So, yeah. So, there's that. Yeah, come on, Kat. That's daddy. Whoop, there it is. The baby always think they the favorite because they the baby. Oh, come on. Divanette says she on the move again. We're going to call it. Divanette, in March at some point, I believe you'll be in Wonderland, which means you will have reached Wonderland a year after I did. Come on, sis. Let's go. I love it. I love it for you. Congratulations. Anybody else got anything they need to celebrate? We need to celebrate with you because, listen, and friends, don't ever think your milestone is too small or insignificant. Baby, we count all the wins over here. All the wins, especially some you ain't ever achieved before, something, a place you ain't never been before, or hell, even if you have, you made it again. We celebrate. Let's celebrate it. Because life's too short. And if you don't toot your own horn, who will? Who will? So absolutely, Divanette. And y'all, Divanette, have you put up any more pictures recently? Right? Come on, Delonte, toot. That, in the words of Delonte, go on and peacock this thing. Pop your ish, friends. Pop your ish. Divanette, I think you should be clocking us, baby, and putting out the tea with these pictures because you're good for texting me privately, but ma'am, you look amazing. And I think you should, my personal opinion, I think you should be celebrated publicly. Hey, Miss Lady O, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Come on, Anna, that's to be celebrated. Your body say, okay, we're ready to get back in this thing. We're ready to get back in this thing. You praying, you get there I think you will. If you're 13 pounds away, I don't know what your average monthly loss is. I think you're going to get there. Thank you, Anne Marie. Thank you. Listen, you already know it takes time. And I'm trying. I've posted every day this week except, Tuesday maybe? I'm trying. That's trying. That's what trying looks like. What up, Mia X? What up? How are you doing? Divanet does look amazing. I, y'all, we can't be afraid to hype ourselves up. Hype yourself up, baby. Because again, if you're not gonna get out here and pop your ish for people, then who's gonna celebrate you? Let the people know. Come on, let the people know. Let the people know so that because don't forget, and this goes back to Delante's live from last night, which was amazing. I love Leah. I loved hearing part of her story again. All right, Divanet. Try Goodwill or Salvation Army. What did Kat say? Kat, Bruno is doing his thing this morning. Let me jump on there and see if you get a miracle. Lord, you next in line. Shirley Caesar say you next in line for a miracle. You next in line. But you know, I from Delante's live, and this stuck with me. Hey Rose, ma'am, Divanet. Maybe you better be glad you're not posting. As much grief and flack as y'all give me, you need an extra large and you still out here wearing 3Xs. Look, by the way, this is a 2X. No ma'am. And this just because I'm comfy around the house. I got some cleaning to do today. Some sweeping, so I'm in my rags. Good morning, Kay. How are you? Good morning. Thank you, Chris, for side-eyeing Divanet. Yeah, Mia X, Delante was good, but she had Leah on, Purple Heart Leah. And Leah was kind of retelling part of her story about her GLP-1 journey and the fact that she's, Divanet, who you telling? She was retelling part of her story and, you know, sharing a little bit that she has, you know, a couple autoimmune conditions and the medicine has really, really helped. And she, you know, that's probably only the second time she really has shared her story. Hey, Karen. Thank you, KB, and thank you, Karen, for the heart meets. And I said in the comments, Delante thanked her for sharing her story, but I said, and I always want to remind people, and I forget, Delante made a comment similar, but y'all, please don't ever forget. I know a lot of times we're shy about our stories and our testimonies, but y'all, a lot of times, I need you to remember this. Your testimony ain't just for you. Most times your testimony is to increase your faith, but your testimony helps someone else move from faith to faith. Your testimony, and did I bring my iPad in here? Because I said I was going to be in my bag a little bit today. I just need people to remember that. Your testimony isn't always, well, most times it isn't. It isn't just for you. It's to help somebody else. It's to help somebody else. Because sometimes I think people think, God can't use me. I'm just over here in my corner, my little story. I ain't lost much, or I got this going. It don't matter, friends. It don't matter. Your testimony has the ability to move other people, no matter how big or small you think it is. No matter how big or small you think it is. It has the ability to move people. And some of y'all have had the unction to share your story, but you still being disobedient. And I'm just here to let you know, your disobedience will cost you at some point. Your disobedience will cost you at some point. So I'm just saying, and that could be, I'm saying it as it relates to this journey, but it could be about other things in your life. Because I don't know what's going on in y'all's lives. I'm just saying. Shay says she keeps battling with that. You feel like you want to tell you, but The people gonna always people. Don't you know unkind people in your life without even telling your story? So if people who know you face to face can be unkind, what makes you think strangers on the internet won't be unkind? And if he brings you to it, he'll bring you through it. And we don't worry about unkind people because this is so inappropriate in the middle of this. F them people. Who are they to us? They strangers on the internet. If you are doing what you want to do, I know Anne-Marie's so inappropriate given the vein I was in, but if you want to do what you want to do, why are we going to let people who don't pay a bill, who we don't even know in real life, none of that? Why are we going to let them control our actions? I'm just saying. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa trying to help a sister out. Good morning, Lisa. But yeah, I just, hey, Pete, good morning. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Yeah, if the Lord has given you the unction or sat it on your heart, then he waiting on you. And sometimes the life change, something you're seeking or propelling you into your next is waiting on your obedience. Imagine if almost 2 years ago, I never went live. I let my fear lock me into that. And I just couldn't do it. Imagine where I would be if I never went live and chose not to come on, overcome that fear and share my story. What if Delonte never went live? She ain't never scared. But what if she never went live? I was like, I'm too busy. I got other things to do. I can't be bothered with that. Think about the blessing people miss because you're being ruled by fear. I'm just saying. Thank you, Myra. Thank you, Colette. Good morning. Good morning. I'm just saying. Somebody, at least one somebody, for those who have the unction that the Lord has need and requirement of you, and the Lord's just waiting on your obedience for you to get information that you out here being stubborn. You're out here being stubborn. So I'm just saying. People have need of what you have to say, and nobody's story is insignificant. Whether you responded rapidly to these drugs, and probably even more so, particularly, your story is needed in this community if you have been if you have responded at the slower end of the spectrum. Because people need to be encouraged. That's why I try to be a bit more open about the fact I've been at this 28 months. 28 months. And I'm still not at goal. Hey, Skiller, good morning. Am I close? I am, but I'm not there yet. It's taken time. And, I probably will start to share, say you would search to find your people in the Lord, and the med didn't work for me. Absolutely. But I need people to understand, that's why I'm starting to share a little bit more about, it's taken me 28 months. I've had 2 stalls that were probably about 3-ish months, right? So it didn't go like I planned. I had to adjust my expectations. I thought I'd be 100 down at my first year. I was 50 down. It's been a lot of life lessons along the way. And I think people need to hear that, because when people see, oh, I lost 70, I lost 80, they think that's the norm. It's not. A lot of times it's not the norm. It is not the norm. The journey is, Lord, there we go. Journey is personal, and your dietitian reminded me of that and all your wins. That's why we have to celebrate, friends, no matter how big or small you think the win is. We need to celebrate it. Christy, hey Christy, good morning from Santa Monica. You stumbled on live and she said something so fundamental which made you realize you need to track. Good morning, Brownie. Yes, TGIF. Happy Friday. Kay, once you get a hand on your anxiety, you'll keep telling yourself to post more and do a live. But don't forget the head and the heart work comes first. Morning, Britt. Thank you for the heart me. Hey, PJ, good morning. Happy Friday. Darium, good morning. Thank you for the heart me. And thank you for the popular. Your expectations were insane. You were going to be 100 down in a year, all on 2.5. Reality smacked you upside the head. I mean, but I think a lot of times we all have those kinds of or just unrealistic expectations. Oh, come on. Good morning, Dr. Renee. When it come on now. When it comes to resetting metabolic dysfunction, you cannot keep up with the Joneses. Now that's a word right there. And y'all, we need to keep in mind this is metabolic dysfunction. Thank you for the reminder, Renee. And I'll if you're not following Dr. Renee, please give her a follow. And then I don't know how many people caught, and I know it made her feel real good. Dr. Toomer's live yesterday, at least a portion of it, and she reminded us about this is all about metabolic dysfunction, dysregulation as well. And I think we need these reminders from providers in the community. Good morning. Yeah, Amy says she posting daily, just not about her WL journey. And okay, what's wrong with that? Thanks, Southern Vaughn. Southern Vaughn said my story helped her understand things and get over herself. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Happy Friday, Albie. Yes, happy Friday, happy Way Day and Poke Day to all the Friday people, the Fierce Friday people. Christy says, the thing on the floor is moving again thanks to those words and her ability to hear and listen to them. Absolutely. Yeah, listen, Myra, love me some Dr. Renee. And actually, I can't remember if I shared it or not. I had an On This Day recently come up with me and her from the Atlanta meetup in 2024. Amy says her next fear to conquer is going live. You got it, ma'am. Carrie says she just thought it would work. In reality, it took 3 years and she did nothing for the first 2. Baby, that's somebody's story out here. Like, we gonna put in the work or not? What we doing? And we have to be honest with ourselves and recognize when we don't do the things, our journey will suffer. We not like everybody else, where they can just poke and things happen. People want results, but you have to be realistic about your expectations. Your body is healing. Come on, Dr. Renee, healing. We're on a healing journey, friends. Body is healing. What Divanette saying? That's just my bit. Divanette, go on and claim what's to come. We see people who hit their goal and was like, oh, I think I can go a little further. People say they can go a little further. Come on, Dr. Renee said, from decades of dysregulation that ain't corrected overnight. Y'all, do you know? And Dr. Renee, I thank you for that because I'll share a little bit more of my story. So, y'all, I got diagnosed with PCOS in the fall of 2003. Fall of 2003 was when I first was diagnosed with PCOS. And I was given like a little piece of paper on it, and that was kind of it. Nothing else about it. Didn't realize it would make me infertile, and I treated it for a while with metformin. Then I kind of got off of it, stopped seeing the endo. And so let's say I stopped seeing the endo about 2005. So from 2005 to 2023, realistically, I spent 18 years of having my PCOS really untreated. We think I'm gonna fix that overnight. I know now. I didn't know toward the beginning of my journey. I spent 18 years untreated, just out here living life, fibroids growing, periods all over the place, all of that. Who else reads? I do. Look, me, because she's got that distinctive voice. Come on, Darren. Dr. Renee said healing of the mind, body, and spirit. It's all of it. It's all of it. Good morning, Bridget. CD, thank you for the follow. Doing the things is non-negotiable. It's not magic. Any life I didn't say good morning. Good morning. And I may have missed some comments. Dr. Renee said, baby, y'all better get her accent right. Get her accent right. You gonna hear it in her voice. Make sure it's ringing right in her voice. But, I think we have to be realistic with what we were doing prior to the med and what we're doing now and where we kind of were when we started. And, right, she'll give you a new look and drops knowledge on her posts. Absolutely. I really do think we have to be realistic. And not enough people are like, okay, so where were you when you started? And how long did this go like this, right? And then we expect, morning, Stacy, I was talking about you earlier. Because somebody said they wanted to give Chris a big hug. And I told them at the meetup, and I said, oh, watch out for Stacy. If Stacy is with Chris, that's trouble. Separate them. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Miss Ron. So friends, back on that dysregulation, it is. I've already admitted that it's a 2X. It's my 2X from, I'll tell you where it's from. I'll show you the picture. And I actually don't think I've done a side-by-side with the shirt on or a video with the shirt on. I don't think I have done one. But I probably need to do one. Yes, ma'am. I will show you. I'll show you. That's the shirt. This is that shirt. This was me in September 2023. I had been on the med. Good morning, Asito. I had been on the med 2 weeks. 2.5 weeks at this point when this picture was taken. I had been on the med 2.5 weeks. And this is me in the shirt today. So, it's too big. It's a 2X. It's a 2X, but today's a cleaning day, baby. We got to make some things happen. We got to make some magic happen around this house. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Samantha. Morning, friends. Morning. See how easily I get distracted? Hey, Letty. Thank you. Asita, how are you doing? Good morning. And Dariam, here you go with the innocence. She ain't innocent. Dr. Renee, come on. Dr. Renee say, I am wearing my testimony shirt. This is my testimony. This is my story. I'm here for it. Here for it. Thank you, Dr. Renee. Stacy said her and Chris are a good time. They trouble, friends. They trouble. They are trouble. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. We're just having a little chitty chat. Dr. Renee is in the chat, dropping lots of wisdom, reminding us, y'all, we are fixing years of metabolic dysregulation. Years. And we can't expect that to be fixed overnight. For the 98% of us, that it doesn't happen overnight. And we're not like super duper, we're not in Bugattis responding to this med. Morning, Be Well. Good morning. Hey, Kim P. Good morning. Brenda, thank you so much for the heart me. Yes, it's come on. I see Osito said since he was 11, now he is 46. So yeah, it takes time. Come on, Brenda, years, baby, years. We got come on, Dr. Renee said we got decades to undo. Hey, Jennifer, thank you for the heart me. We got decades to undo. And so it's not going to happen like super quickly. So, hello, Jennifer. Happy Friday. Good morning. If my story can just help somebody, keep going. 28 months, you got to keep going. Keep going. Because it don't happen like that for most people. And stalls and periods of no movement will happen. We got to understand that's just a natural progression of the process. Thank you, Pete. Natural progression of the process. And what you going to do? You got to keep going. And I need everybody, we say this all the time. Hey, Adora, it's helping you keep going because it's not. I need everybody to remember motivation helps us get started. So we're so motivated. We're like, oh, do this. Come on. It's week 1, it's week 2, it's week 3. Baby, when that thing get to about week 60 or 70, it's a grind. Discipline is what keeps you here. Discipline is what has kept me going. Because let's be clear, I wanted to throw that thing on the floor away sometimes. Discipline is what kept me here. Motivation got me going. Life change got me going. But discipline, friends, discipline. It's your discipline that's going to keep you here and keep you grinding. And I need you to remember, it's also the discipline that keeps you going when you get to maintenance. Because if you lose that discipline, what you think going to happen? What you think gonna happen? Discipline is gonna keep you where you need to be in maintenance. Can we veer off path? Sometimes, yes. And I don't know if Delonte's in here. Delonte talks about this. When she went to New York, she said, hey. Came back, I had to recheck myself. She had to get back in formation so she could get down what she needed to get down. So the fact that we may fluctuate even in maintenance isn't cause for alarm. But the discipline and knowing what you need to do to get back to where you were is what's going to keep you going. The honeymoon isn't permanent. Discipline will carry you even when life hits hard. Come on. Come on, Dr. Renee. It is. Let's be clear, friends. So y'all know, if you didn't, I had the vid like a week and a half or so before Christmas. And I was down bad. I had tons of fatigue and I can't even describe the amount of appetite I had. It was horrible. I still had the discipline and knew my body. Hey, Grant, good morning. I knew, y'all, I had to drink. I dragged myself up every day that I was down, and went and got me a liquid IV. Got me my look, because y'all know I drink liquid IV from a 16-ounce water bottle. Every morning I pulled myself up, went to the other end of my home, got my liquid IV, came back, made sure I had enough water at my bedside, and laid back down and crashed. But every so often, I had the discipline enough to know I needed to stay hydrated, because the worst thing that could happen for me, and don't forget, friends, I live by myself, would be to get dehydrated and pass out. And then Monica or Asia or my bestie got to try to get, well, they ain't got to try. They got to get in my house. They know how to get in my house and save me. I had to stay hydrated. Body needs water no matter what. So discipline. And a little motivation about creating a medical bill. Had me hydrated for the most part. Happy anniversary, Dr. Renee. Didn't she say 20th? What did I see? Hey, Pumpkin, good morning. Okay, Shay says she was very discouraged on TERS after 16 months. She was doing everything, even added the gym. Hey, Maggie, good morning. Chris says he gives himself a 5 to 7 pound fluctuation. If you go over, he checks himself. So that means he's just living life, but every so often gets back on the thing on the floor and is like, hey, where we at? Where we at? Myra, woo-wee, you got a lot of decades, but you think, come on, thank you, Jesus. But Myra, baby, the body recomp for you, woohoo, is on point. It's on point. Grant, thank you for the heart me. Emery, thank you for the gift. Good morning, y'all. 22nd, happy 22nd anniversary. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, Kay, I was down bad. So friends, if you're new here, I go live. My name is Shannon. I go live every Tuesday through Friday, somewhere between 8:15 and 8:30 on the East Coast time. And if I'm not going live, I will put up a story, usually a text message story that says no live this morning, yada, yada, yada. Baby, that week, everybody was getting the no live text story. And I had a lot of inboxes. Are you okay? And I didn't really reveal until I think the weekend when I really started to feel better, or maybe that next Monday. I don't remember that I had the vid, and that's why I was down. That's why I was down. Grant says his 1 year MJ versary is this month. Yeah, Myra. Yeah. So friends, I just need you to remember also, when you get to maintenance, you still have to have some level of diligence and discipline. It's not just like, oh, I can let go, I'm here. Because the way you lose it is the way you have to keep it off. Don't forget. Dr. Renee said, we get nervous when our most vocal go quiet. Yeah, you have to look at my stories. Yeah, when I'm not going live, I try to, and that was Tay's doing. Tay says you have to post a story. Now, when I do post a story and Tay is not knowledgeable about my story and she sees it, let's be clear. Tay is going to let me know she's not happy about my story. Her and Mama Glenda. Yes, Darren is right. Please do not wait until maintenance to start enjoying your life. Hey, Vivi, good morning. Good morning, Jay. Life is for the living. And please don't wait on the wait to start living your life. Don't wait on the wait. Wait may limit a few things we can do, but it doesn't really eliminate you. It doesn't not allow you to live your life to the fullest. And just a reminder, friends, you got head and heart work to do on this journey. Head and heart work. Don't be so in a hurry to get to a place and you ain't done all the work. Because for those who don't know, welcome in. I'm very close to goal. Very close. I'm within 10 pounds of my goal. And I have tried to go shopping and have been overwhelmed by all the choices. And so I walk out the store. That's head work, friends. I'm not ashamed to admit it. It is head work. Now, Jay gave me a very good idea. Good morning, Shanti. Jay gave me a very, very good idea that I need to set a timer and spend like 30 minutes in the women's section. Myra, I wish I could, but we're not there yet. We need a full-time job. We're not there yet. So Letty, it's a little different than that. It's the fact that the plus size section is this big, right? This big. But the women's section is this big. This big. And I'm overwhelmed by all the choices, the options, and I'm used to just the 6 racks and maybe a wall of things that I can eliminate what I do and don't like really, really quickly and get what I need. And that's not the case anymore. I actually have to weave in and out, shop, figure it out. There, all the things. And so the limitless possibilities, or what I perceive as limitless possibilities, are overwhelming. So I just be like, forget it. Ain't nothing in here for me. And I walk out. And these are even in some of the, not even like a huge department store. Ms. Ron said it is hard to shop now. Too many things. It is. Good morning, Jackie. Myra says they have returns. You need to see your stuff. Wait a minute. In your own mirror sometimes. Myra, I don't even have the patience to try to pick up things and then take them to check out. I get overwhelmed by the amount of choices. And so I don't know where to start. So I get analysis paralysis, and I'm just standing there. And I'm like, so then I just walk out. And it's happening in like a simple store like Kohl's. Their women's department is huge, though, compared to their plus size department. Morning, friends. Let me see. Sorry. Okay. This journey should teach you how to live a sustainable life. Learn who you are and becoming. Discover your new style. That'll help narrow down. That's part of the problem, Danielle. That means I got to pick out things and try them on to see, oh, do I like this style or do I not? That means I got to pick it out. And that's a struggle. Okay, Dr. Renee says she got to goal last July. Oh, wow, and went into depression. Not what you expected. Swollen, but that's life. That is life. I think that's a real response. And Dr. Renee, I know you well enough that you're poking and probing at the why behind that. And we have to work to figure it out. Jackie broke her first stall this week, Dad. Stall breaker. Danielle, you own the boutique, ma'am. Of course you can spend hours shopping. I used to when I was younger. So friends, for those who don't know my history, I was not always in a bigger body. I got in a bigger body when I stopped my birth control pill at age 32. And that's when that was suppressing my PCOS symptoms and all the things. And after that, everything just kind of took off. And I gained over the years. Where Letty says, whereas boutiques to me were limited to accessories only. I didn't even really bother shopping in boutiques. Myra says, I love to shop. I probably need a full-time job too. Yeah, this journey isn't for the faint, Kay. You had to start over at 2.5 after your surgery in September. How long were you off the med, Kay, when you started over? Grant says, start shopping at some smaller places like Cracker Barrel and Sam's Club. I do look in Sam's Club. I do look in Costco. Those aren't so overwhelming because they ain't got but like 4 tables for women or something. Cracker Barrel, I usually don't find anything I want to wear in Cracker Barrel, but I do find some other little knickknacks, little tchotchkes, candles, all kinds of other things in Cracker Barrel. Jay said, wait. Jay said, goal isn't the earth-shattering triumph many expected, and it makes things shaky. Absolutely, because losing was not the hard part. And most people in maintenance will say that. Losing isn't the hard part. It's maintaining it. It's staying right where you are. It's figuring out the dance of maintenance. Because I need to slow down and stop the losing effect. And I got to figure out what that looks like in terms of caloric intake, other macros, nutrients, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And it's the same thing every day. You don't get the dopamine hit from the scale, from waking up and being like, oh, I'm down 1, I'm down a half, whatever that looks like for you. Lord, Dr. Renee said her TikTok shop cart is at about $1.7 million at this point. Mine isn't quite that high, Dr. Renee, but I have seen more and more things that I do think I like, and I wish my money was limitless. Hey, Tisha. Tisha says, just shop on the clearance aisle. You may get excited and motivated about finding a good deal. Now, that's an interesting thought, Tisha. Thank you. I hadn't thought about that. Limiting the area in which I shop to try to get used to going through the racks. Thanks, Tisha. I'm gonna remember that. That along with Jay's tip is good. Hey, Kima, y'all. Okay, so let's one time for the one time. Did we see Kima's post where she was out here stunting on us in her skivvies? Cause I don't want to get in trouble like I did a few weeks ago, Christmas Eve with Delonte and Abby. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see Kima's body, yada, 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 yada? I said, dang. Amazing. Sorry. Come on. Dr. Renee looking like an entire snackety snack. Baby. Look, I know Mr. Ford is happy. Shanty, body is tea. Clock it, baby. Clock it. Clock it. Yesterday during a team camera call, a team member called you skinty. Don't be mortified, sis. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. Why, yes. Yes, I am. Morning, Asia. Oh, speaking of Asia friends, there is, I borrowed a dress. I borrowed a dress from Asia February of last year to wear to the Purple Ball. Because last year, about this time, I was about a size 16. And so I was talking to Asia last night and was like, hey, ma'am, you need to get your dress back. You've had me hold on to this dress for almost a year. You may as well put it in the pile of clothes that you have that you're giving away. So if anybody is in need of a size 16 evening gown, let me know. And I'll run the picture back of me in the gown in my stories. Shanti says it's hard trying to maintain. But sis, in the meantime, you out here looking like you living your best life. Oh, wow, Dr. Renee says, so when she did do the poking and prodding, she unearthed every single thing she knew about herself. Baby, that head and heart work. Carrie says, losing was easy. Uh-oh. She said, losing was easy. I'm an expert at restriction. Yeah, and I'll say this, friends. That was one of the things the Friday's dietitian said to me Tuesday. She said, essentially, you've spent the last 28, it'll be about 29 months in a caloric deficit. We got to get you out of that and out of that mindset. You got to eat more. You're going to end up having to eat a little more. But we want to regulate that with not causing you to suddenly gain a lot because your calories have gone up all of a sudden. But she said, you spent 28 months in a caloric deficit. You're going to have to come out of that, ma'am. What does that mean? Welcome, Jackie. Christy said, honestly, she felt, sorry, my comments keep jumping, y'all. Felt when you got to maintenance, 33 years of struggle, you didn't know what to do then. A lot of people don't. I set the goal of pressure to give a number. In my heart, you knew you wouldn't get there. Interesting. Danielle had a plus size boutique because as plus size women, we deserve nice things too. Yeah, Monica, Asia does love to shop. But I'll be in the poorhouse and won't get nothing done around this house fooling with Asia. Good morning. Good morning, friends. Okay, I'm scrolling back down. Scrolling back down. Yes, please continue to tap the screen, friends. We're only at 24K. Can we get to 30K? Tappity tap, tap, tap. Lady says her dietitian increased her calories. It was scary, but she was right. Good morning, Robin. Is this my Robin? Let me see. What Robin is this? I need the profile pic. Oh, that's my college friend, Robin. Hello, Robin. How are you, love? Hey, to be happy. Good morning. I know a couple Robins. I had to see which one. Leah, I was talking about you earlier and saying you blessed me again yesterday on Delonte's Live with your testimony. What? Why are we fussing at Kima? Oh, Lord. Apparently, he ready, but she tired. Okay. All right. Let me just leave that there. Let me just scroll on back to the bottom. If I missed your comment, re-comment again. Lisa said she been listening from the gym. Been paying not to use. Starting to come on Fridays for now. Okay, come on, Lisa. Start a habit. It's all right. We have to start where we are. We've all fallen. We fall down, but we get up. May not be the right song choice right now, but the words ring true. Oh, thanks, Myra. Myra said, it's been a joy, Shannon Bannon. She gets to ride her bike today. Ooh, you gone with that. She says she might do 40 miles, and she's excited. Go on, sis. Be excited about them 40 miles. Look, I love that for you. I absolutely love that for you. Leah, baby, you blessed me. You have blessed me. Keep sharing. I know it's scary. Keep sharing, baby. You're gonna help a whole bunch of people, more than you probably will ever realize. But thank you for your kind words. I'm not deflecting, friends. I'm learning. Yeah, Myra, I love that for you. I love them baby, eat them 40 miles for brunch. Go on and eat them. I love that for you. Not for me, but for you. Kima, I am inspired by all of you all. And friends, I need you to know you could be new here and still be an inspiration to somebody. So I'll give y'all a little thing. Southern Vaughn caught it. Pumpkin caught it. Y'all caught my reference. I'm just, we don't judge. We don't judge. We may give a side eye, but we don't judge. So let me say this. Friends, y'all don't understand. When you share, we overcome by the word of our testimony. And you are helping other people overcome. So Leah, New Year's Eve night, I had never heard your story, didn't know. I always call you Purple Heart Leah, to distinguish from the other Leah. And when you got up and told your story, that resonated, it stuck with me. And if you caught it too, Danny P. If you can do it and it's been so helpful to you, that's an overcomer's testimony to help somebody else down the road. I can use your testimony to redirect somebody to you, or share your testimony so that maybe it helps them and it maybe gives them to push, to start, to keep going, to push for better care. You never know. So friends, don't ever discount your story, and don't ever think, oh, I'm new to the community, or I haven't been in the community long enough, or I haven't this, or I haven't that. Don't ever discount it, because you got a testimony. Myra, I don't know if she's still in here because she may have gone to eat her 40 miles for brunch, but Myra shared like a month or so ago that she hadn't lost any lbs in over a year. But she posted a picture taken a year to the day of her. Them inches done inched right on off of her. Body recomp is in full effect. So she's a testimony, friends, to people where the thing on the floor ain't moving. But if you doing what you supposed to be doing, them inches gonna inch, and that body's still gonna be T, and it's gonna get down. It's gonna get down. You don't ever know how your story may affect somebody. And whatever you're going through, keep going. keep going. And and I say this very, very clearly, because there's some people who absolutely, they don't feel the unction to share. They don't want to share, none of that. But baby, if God is stirring up something on the inside of you to share, even if you help one somebody, that was my whole point in starting to go live in March of 2024. I just wanted to help one somebody. I wanted to repay a debt to this community, because this community helped me. And my literally, if I could just help one somebody along the way, then it was going to be all good to me. It was going to be all good. That was my purpose. And because what they say, there's a lid for every pot. There's somebody for somebody, and I some of your stories, while they don't apply to me, I filed them in my mental Rolodex so that if I come across somebody who's discouraged, I can share your story with them to hopefully encourage them. Just need you to remember, your testimony ain't just for you. It isn't. Dr. Renee says she keeps things transparent for that reason, showing the highs and lows of the journey as she prescribes. And that is so true, because I think people, a lot of times social media is, for some creators, their highlight reel. Baby, and let me tell you something. I got a song saved. Let me find it, because I don't forgot who sang it just that quick, but it's saved. It's saved because I'm gonna use it real soon. Hey Lolo, good morning. Good morning. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. That ain't what I want. John P. Key. John P. Key, baby. Where's the sound at? Let me see. And I need y'all to hear this, because it applies to everybody. It applies to everybody. I told you I was going to be in my bag a little bit today.
Listen, I want you to know that. Here's my story. Life and favor. Thank you for bringing me out. You don't know. You think you know, but let me tell it. Life and favor upon me. God, thank you for your mercy.
Let me see. I'm gonna find the chorus to this, baby, is T. John P. Key, you don't know my story. You don't know the things he's brought me through. Because it's about life and favor, baby. Some of y'all don't understand. You don't know my story. And when people sometimes learn and understand your story, they seek inspiration from that. They seek inspiration from it. You're a living testimony that, baby, if he does it for you, if he does it for me, he'll do it for you. I'm just saying. And some of y'all still ain't caught that yet. But I've seen him in concert a few times. He's amazing. He's amazing. But yeah, the song is called Life and Favor. But the chorus, you don't know my story. You don't know the things he's brought me through. Some of y'all need to catch that and use it when, like, Leah, baby, that was all up in my spirit when you were talking, because your life is a testimony. You are a living, walking miracle, whether you want to acknowledge that or not, because some of only a portion of what you had would break some people. It would break some people. And I know Samantha is somebody who also has had a lot going on, a lot of autoimmune things. Baby, one or two of the things y'all done had would break some people, would bring some people to their knees. And people need to know, baby, you can fight, survive, and win. Fight for your health. Share. Good morning, Sabrina. You could be out here saving somebody's life, inspiring them. You could be the reason they keep going. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. And I need to remind people that good morning, he favors me. Jay, it is. It is. And I need people to remember that God tests us in different ways. Everybody's test to produce a testimony isn't the same way. Some of y'all, your kids and your family, your spouse got you on your knees hourly, not even just daily, hourly. And that's your test. What you gonna do about it? Some of y'all, it's your health. Some of you, it's your job. Fork in the road. What you doing? What you gonna do now? You here, but what you gonna do? Good morning, Willetta. For some of you, it's some other aspect of life. Everybody's test and trial ain't the same. And it's because we're not the same as people. And God gave it to you. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do with it? Danny said, girl, it's deal. And for some, he does. He does. But it's not the end. What you gonna do about it? You gonna keep going? Or you gonna curl up in a ball? And are you gonna be private? Because let's be clear. Everybody in this room got some form of dysfunction in their family. I think we get out here and we be like, oh, I don't want to shame my family. And I'm ashamed of my family because I have a drug addict. I have somebody who's this. I have, this one's been in jail. Don't nobody care because we all got a relative or two like that in our family. And if you say you don't, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Darian, what's going on? Baby, come on, Leah. All types of dysfunction. That's families. The people are always people. They're people. And no person, us, even though we may want to hold ourselves up as a great, beacon of light or whatever, ain't nobody perfect. We all got sins and crosses to bear. We all got sins and crosses to bear. Nobody is perfect. None. On this journey in life, family, all the things. Nobody. It's always a test. You're bad about only sharing it on live and not post. But and Samantha, but you can chop up your lives. You can post clips from your live. Yeah, all of us. Who out here with a perfect family? And then some of us got financial issues. And I need y'all to also understand, look at Hollywood or look at some of the wealthiest people and how they've got issues. They've got issues. Money ain't their issue because they got an unlimited supply of it. But some of them got a little rug problem. Some of them exhibit deviant behavior. Some of them have family issues that because they're famous get aired publicly. Come on. Ain't nobody perfect. Effie, we all got pain. Come on, Jay. Oh, come on. Shanti said, if you say you don't, it might be you. And don't ever point the finger. Because what does that mean? You got one pointed at somebody. It's three pointed back at you. Three. Before you point out the speck in my eye, get the log out of yours. Get the log out of yours. Just saying. Samantha says her lives only do the gift parts, not for some reason, even in the studio. Oh, that's interesting. Morning, everybody. To be happy, I'm going to always do my best. Now, let's be clear. I don't get on here and share all of my thoughts because wisdom is the principal thing, and all that I get understanding. And I have understanding of how social media and the internet works. The internet is forever. Wisdom is the principal thing. So before I get on here on Beyonce and Al Gore's internet, I use wisdom. Some people don't, but I use wisdom. So just saying. So I don't get on here and pop off about any and everything because the internet is forever. And this ain't a flex or whatever, but some of the circles I move in, I don't want some of what I think I might want to say or me popping off in the worst kind of way come back and bite those people by association or if I work for certain people in the future. So no. There's not one thought that goes through your mind that y'all don't know about. But that's okay. I think you still use wisdom. Morning. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you. You sent me one? Oh, thank you, Dr. Renee, because baby, I don't be looking. Thank you. And Taya's not here because she know I don't pay attention. Thank you. So glad you said you requested up. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am well. Apparently in my bag a little bit this morning.
In your bag, go off, child. I had a little testimony that I wanted to share because I feel like it may just be a moment to encourage somebody today. See, I've been running from being speaker preacher, and I say I don't, but I actually really do. So I'm going to just give y'all a little bit of a gag. So I was diagnosed with clinical depression about 5 years ago after a catastrophic event that I lost my uncle and my mother-in-law had a near fatal accident. This was back in 2020 when I think I just met many of you guys. And one thing I wanted to say, I kept saying to God, don't be putting me on no strong soldier list this year. Like, I don't want to be on the strong soldier list. Find somebody else to do it, sir. Respectfully speaking, of course, because I can't tell you what to do. You know, we having this conversation at the end of December, and I'm just in my feelings because I'm like, bro, I see other people just doing and they just being, and I don't see them stressed. I don't see them pressed. I don't see them struggling. I don't see them doing nothing, God. Like, are you going, keep putting me on this list? Can I just get a break from the list? Is there a respite for me? And I just was talking out of my ass, my apologies. And I said, I don't have the capacity to do any of it. So it would be really nice if you didn't put me on the list. By the way, good morning.
You're looking beautiful, ma'am.
Thank you, my love. So I was just like, can we not do this? Because I don't have the capacity. That's what I said. And he pulled me up in the middle of the night. So he said, you don't have the capacity, huh? He said, do you know when I breathed into a piece of dust called Adam, I didn't hold back. I breathed everything who I am into a piece of dust. What would make you think that I gave him everything of who I am as the I am and not do the same for you? You carry me. You carry the fullness of who I am because I breathed that into you before you were formed in your mother's womb. Child, don't play with me. Don't play with me. So if you think for a moment you can't handle it, it's too heavy, I lack the capacity. Do you know who your father is, child? Do you know the one who literally breathed his very self into you? The ruach of who he is, the very essence of who he is. He just did this. It's yours. So the next time you let somebody play in your face and you sit over here crying boo-hoo because somebody said they don't like me, somebody didn't like I was losing weight, my family member be jealous, just all the heaviness that comes on with that part of who, life is life in. Just know that not only did he give you all that you need for life and godliness, you carry him in a way that the animals didn't get that. He just spoke and they came. For you, he created, he formed, intricately woven. And then when he was done,
Baby, he did it.
heavy breath. This was not that just a regular little CPR kind of a breath where you had to give two. He gave one breath.
He did.
And everything about you came like this. You don't lack capacity. You lack understanding of who you are. But the minute you roll up and mess around and find out who you are, you'll never, ever again think you can't carry it. Because I've always heard the term, he'll never give us more than what we could bear. And I hated that term until I had a revelation. If I carry him, I carry all the resources of heaven. It backs me whether I wanted to or not. It backs me in business. It backs me in my personal life. It backs me as an entrepreneur. It backs me as a wife, as a mother, and even the parts that have not yet aligned. It's just, manifestation, waiting on me most times. Because he's already said it. And he ain't a flaker. He doesn't renege on his word about you. And what he said about you is what he meant. He said what he said.
It is true.
So don't you ever for 1 minute think you lack the capacity to carry this thing. This metabolic dysfunction that we're trying to regulate, don't think that you don't have the capacity to see this bad boy through and get to go like everybody else and get into maintenance like everybody else. It will happen for you. One step at a time, one day at a time. No comparisons. Put your blinders on and get to work. Because this temple, it ain't gonna fix itself. Okay. That's it.
That is correct.
Okay,
that is correct.
Okay, that's the post.
That's the best. I mean, I'm gonna have to go back and clip this. And friends, something that is great to do. And again, Christianity is your construct. If you don't, we need to call on the names of God. God has many names.
Listen.
God has many names. Jehovah Nissi, God, Lord God, our banner. Lord God, our banner goes before you and fights before you. You follow.
Identity, baby.
You follow that.
Gives you an identity. Because with this banner, I now know that this is my identity. When I think I've lost it, he re-identifies me. Just raising that banner. Raise the standard in your life, baby. You have capacity for more than what you ever thought you could. And by the way, you have actually gone past 100% of your hardest days in life because you're still here. You've overcame by.
Come on, that's a great reminder. We have already overcome 100%. Come on, friends. Them shout words right there. We have overcome 100% of our hardest days. Baby, all because we're still here.
Don't be deceived. You are the it girl. You are the it boy because he said you were. Not because somebody who is popular said that you were, but because he said it. I engraved you in my hand. I called you out. I called you by my name. When you were not a people, I called you to myself. I literally said, head, not tail. Above, not beneath. You will lend, not borrow. You might be borrowing now for a short time. But when manifestation hits that word, baby, it's going to turn around. And it is he who gives you the power to get wealth. Not take
baby, because because he is the source who gives you the power to get and acquire resources. I need everybody to remember your job is just a resource. If you are monetized on TikTok, it's just a resource. Your side hustle is all just a resource that is given to you by God because he gives you the power as the source to get resources. I also need y'all to remember Jehovah Shalom, the God of peace. So when the storms of life are raging around you, baby, you better call his name. You
Honey,
better call his name and
them storms
understand.
be storming sometimes.
Peace be still. You
Get up
are
and rebuke that
Jehovah
contrary
Shalom,
wind. Yeah,
my God of peace. I know you're going to give me peace in the midst of this storm. I
absolutely.
know you are.
Speak to your day, guys. Speak to your day. Don't let your day start without your input about how you want it to go. Because sometimes we are on the recipient edge of what somebody else determined that our day was going to be. So we drive out, somebody bad drives us, crosses us off, cuts us off, and that's who spoke into our day before we even said a word. But you get up, and you say, I am the righteousness of God in Christ. This day is going to go the way I said, because I was told as a daughter of the kingdom, as a kingdom person, that if I speak a thing, it will be established unto me. So speak that thing. Some of us, that little square box on the ground is spiritual. Because if I could keep you with this thing down, and I could keep your health from being where it needs to be, from being optimized, you can't even operate in your fullness. Because you're diabetic and you can't even really raise that hand because you can't feel it. That neuropathy hits different. You 500 pounds and the Lord says, run down there and deliver somebody. You can't even walk. A lot of life is spiritual. So sometimes when that little box on the ground ain't moving, you speak to that thing. You speak to that thing. I know it might sound a little different, a little crazy, a little deranged, but I'm telling you, life is spiritual. You speak to that thing, that contrary wind, that thing that won't allow you to just get over to the other side. Huh? There are some mantles on the other side that need to be addressed. There's a little 12-year-old girl who gonna die on a bed on the other side if you don't get over there, and she gonna remain dead. There's a woman with an issue of blood who's gonna bleed for the rest of her life if you don't get over there. So you better get up and speak to that wind.
Come on
Stop
now.
playing with me. Y'all stirred me up today. I was in the background listening. I said, good God Almighty.
Listen, every now and again we got to get stirred up, and we have to remind people,
I
right?
gotta remind
And
somebody who they are today.
we have
Don't
to remind
forget,
people.
you don't lack capacity, honey. Yeah,
You don't. And I need to remind people, sometimes when we think God is far away, he's not. He's right there. He's waiting on us. It's us that's
He's
far
waiting
away.
on you.
He's waiting on us.
He's
So
waiting on you.
if you're in a season of life where you feel like God is far away, he's not. He's there. He's just waiting on you. You draw, because he says, if you draw near to me, if you draw near to me, not if I draw near to you.
Yeah,
He says, if you draw near to me.
yeah.
So draw near to him, friends, whatever that looks like. That can be 2 words,
Whatever
Lord
it
help.
looks like.
It could
Listen.
be, Lord have mercy.
It could be a single tear coming down one eye, child, because baby, sometimes the ship be rocking, the sails are torn, and we can't even.
You can't even mouth the words, but God knows. But draw near to him, friends, if he seems, far away. And I want to share this, and I've said it a few times, but let me put it in the context and construct of Christianity. So the word says he will perfect
All of everything.
everything that concerns us. It says, I will perfect everything that concerns you. Sometimes this journey ain't going right, or it's not going, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say it's not going as fast as you want, because baby, he's trying to perfect some things in you. What are you doing? Are you taking a look inside to examine yourself? Absolutely. To get right, to get some act right, to get right, because
and build capacity and character. Because some of us have none of those things. The character, he knows it needs a little work. And if he sends you over to the other side without that character, you gonna flunk. And you're gonna get discouraged or you're gonna quit.
You're going to fumble the bag.
Yeah, baby.
You're going to
Because
fumble the
Lord,
bag.
he knows. That little chick about 2 years ago who was quick off the fly, who would just shut you down in 2 seconds and not really listen and hear and, incline. Yeah, he had to fix all of that. He had to bring me through the other side. And then now he says, you've gone around this mountain too long. It's time. It's time. There is a set time. There's an appointed time. Don't feel like you are in a race where you're at the back, baby. You are right where you need to be. Stay in the hallway if you need to while you're waiting for the next door to open. But don't stay in there not doing anything. Worship your way through it. Encourage yourself through it. Yeah.
But
It's
trust,
been heavy. It's
he
been
will
heavy.
perfect.
And when you are in your head as a patient who suffers from mental health, you're always in your head. You're always thinking. And you've made up some scenarios that he didn't say none of that about you. Where did you get that from? He asked his kids in the garden, how did you know that you were naked? How
I
did
was
you know?
scared. I was scared, so I hid myself. Baby, he saw it and he sees it. Y'all, he sees what's in you. He, as Dr. Renee said earlier, he knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb. He knew you. He breathed life, breath, ruah.
Yes.
R-U-A. Look up the word. I think it's Greek.
Its very essence, the breath of who he is. And he doesn't lack capacity. So why do you think with him putting this on you that you would? You got to get that construct all the way back, baby. You got to fix that thought process because you got this. Even when the lessons are hard to learn, you got this.
And when the lessons are slow, because I feel like this is me, transparent moment, this is me. Lord, if he had let me get to go or
Baby,
a year and a
wouldn't know what
half
to
or
do
so
myself.
ago,
I wouldn't know what to do myself.
baby, he'd be like, see, this is why I couldn't trust you. You out here acting a whole donkey. You acting a whole donkey.
You acting a
I
fool.
can't trust you with this. So the question is, friends, what has God
Can
blessed
you
you with
trust
and given you that he can trust you with? Are you
Can you be
trustworthy?
trusted? Baby.
Are you
And
trustworthy?
also, what have you done with the other things I gave you before? Because I gave you a talent and you buried it. Just because it was one, because you were so busy looking over at the other person who had 5. And you got big mad that they had 5. And comparison has stolen your joy, and you have buried what I gave you when the one thing I gave you was one arrow that was going to silence Penina in your life.
Come on, Dr. Renee. And let me tell you, friends, how this applies in real life and not even about the journey. My house is a mess. Not a nasty mess, just I've got boxes I haven't unpacked from when I moved in my basement, all these things, right? So, and I heard the Lord say this at the end of the year. I can't trust you with more than this house. Because you look at you. I done blessed you with more than you asked for. But look at it. Take a look around and look at it. You got to show me I can trust you with what I have blessed you with and given you. Which is why I know, had I lost the weight in a year, I wasn't ready. I needed some more character development. He will perfect that which concerns you, even when you don't realize it concerns you, even when you don't. He said, there are a lot of things I need you to learn about this medication, about your journey. I need to refine some things in you. So I can't give you what you want right now. You're going to have to, we're going to be slow. You're going to be stalled and you're going to have to cry out and get close to me because I got some things I need to perfect in you. But I need you to know, friends, can he trust you with a little? Have you been trustworthy on your journey? Let's bring it back to GLP-1. Have you been trustworthy on your journey? Have you done what you needed to do? And if you haven't, Why are you expecting your journey to go a certain way?
As linear. Yeah.
You ain't trustworthy. He can't trust you
You
with what
haven't
he's already blessed you
stewarded.
with.
You didn't steward what I gave you in the first place. So why am I going to continue to pour onto you when you show me that you do not have the tenacity to fulfill the things that I've asked you to do, the very little things? Have you been a good steward? Yeah,
And I ain't been a good steward with my house lately.
I haven't been a good steward either. And it's a big reflection of my mental health or ill health. And I've had to really take that on for myself. Like, Renee, you can't hear because of the clutter. And I say all sorts of stuff. I don't have the time. I got a 200-mile commute. You asked for this. You asked for the abundant life. I gave it to you. But then you don't steward it well. Had me in a bit of a self-reflection. I decided I'm going to create the opportunity for therapy again. Not because there's a problem, but because I recognize the level where he's bringing me, I need new tools. Last year's tools are not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday's anointing is not enough to take me to the next level of where he's bringing me. So daily, I have to make a concerted effort. Daily.
Look, absolutely. Draw closer to him. But friends, I need y'all to think about some of this in the construct. What have you done with what God has blessed you with?
Yeah.
What have you done? God showed you, somehow informed you about the medicine, got you on the medicine, whether that's through resources, through compound, whether that's through insurance, through name brand. What are you doing with the journey? What are you doing? Yeah, Southern Vaughn says many of us are sitting in what we prayed for and still we're not satisfied or we're not faithful. Many of us are sitting in what we have prayed for. I'm gonna say we're not faithful.
We're not faithful.
He is can he trust you with a little? Can he trust you with a little?
Got one talent you buried, baby. Yeah. Your talent may not necessarily need Shannon's talent, where she can come on and command an audience for an hour. Your talent may just be 10 seconds, and that's all you got. But what are you going to do with what you have in your hand? Moses, stretch that thing, boy. Don't ask me nothing. I've given you everything you need. You better, I know you have Egyptians behind you and a Red Sea in front, but I've already given it to you. When I told you you were going to take them all the way, I meant all the way.
But who said trouble wasn't gonna come?
Baby.
Who said trouble wasn't gonna come? And most of us have what we need. God has already equipped us with all the things that we need. But we sitting around here having pity parties, not doing enough self-reflection to discern what God has given us. Or you don't want to acknowledge it or
pity party, by the way. I love a good pity party. I'll decorate a pity party like nobody's business. Because guess what? That's what we do as humans. And we use our humanity to explain the why. And he's just like, you just have flesh to qualify you for earth. You spirit. What you talking about, Willis? I gave it to you. I breathed it into you. You've got it. Walk in it. I'm not talking about the cute manifestation that these people talk about. I'm talking about you being priests and kings, seated together with him in heavenly places and actually being able to speak and decree and see it manifest. By the way, it's not necessarily an immediate manifestation, and that's what get a lot of us tripped up. We're a microwave generation wanting it quick. And he is not going to do it quick because you asked him to. There are times, the Bible says, in that same hour, immediately. But then There are other times it may have been with time. By this time next year. So we got to make room for both of those scenarios. By this time next year means there's longevity, and you're going to have to go through this thing all the way up until manifestation next year. But then there's another time where I'm going to spit on the ground. I'm going to rub your eye. What you see, sir, and it's immediate. Sometimes you need another time. Okay, what you see again. Okay, I thought so. But whichever the scenario is, are you ready for them? If it's immediate, good for you. But what if it's the long haul? Are you going to give up in the middle of the process because it was not immediate and you're looking next door at Shannon's that seemed so quick? Baby, people ain't posting their failures. I do. But the regular, normal person don't post their failures.
Are you going to have a Job mindset and mentality? I'm just saying, because baby, in spite of all that he went through, baby, he still blessed the Lord. He still cried out and carried his name. But I need y'all to understand something about time. Little time lesson. Y'all, there are kind of two types of time. There may be more. I don't remember the lessons. But there is Chronos time, which we
are
Chronos. See, that's us. That's the time we're living in. God operates off of Kairos or Kairos time. That's a time. So like when people say life is but a vapor, because 1 second to God could be a year for us. It's not the same. It's not the same. Time is different. And sometimes we don't have time to waste because life is but a vapor. But that's what they mean when they say his timing is not our timing. His time, not our time. Look it up.
His thoughts.
Look it up. Chronos.
As far as the east is from the west.
I'm just saying. I need people to understand. That's why time is different. And just to understand that. And again, you know, friends, what are you waiting on? We can relate this back to the journey. Have you been faithful with what God has entrusted in you?
Of course.
About the journey? Have you been faithful? Can he trust you with even more of the journey?
Yes.
And what that may look like for you. That may, for some of you, that may be checking all the boxes. For some of you, that may be sharing part of your story because he's unctioned or commanded you to do it and you ain't doing what he asked you to do.
True. So true.
And your breakthrough or overcome is on the other side of your testimony. But you sitting around here with your hands folded.
And you brought up such a good point about Job. And there's a particular verse in Job 14 that hits me in the jejunum all the time. It says, there is hope for a tree, even if it be cut down at the scent of water, it is going to bud. I said, hold all the way up. The scent of water? You mean not being watered, not being inundated, not being flooded by water? Just the essence, the scent of water. If it is in the vicinity, oh God, if it is in the vicinity of where you are right now, you are going to bud again. You don't have to be fully impacted by it, but he's in the vicinity of where you are. You don't have to get a touch. You don't have to get a word. You don't have to get anything, just the scent of water. An entire tree that's been cut down. I don't know who's been cut down by life. Life is happening financially, every other alley. But hear me when I tell you there is hope for a tree. And I'm coming today, the 9th of January, 2026, with the scent of water for somebody.
Come on now. Let's go.
Just receive the essence. This is what the scent of water is. A little word that just gets right where it needs to get at the right time. And then there is hope. That hope comes back. What you thought was dead, decadence, dying, baby, it was just the winter season. I'm coming with a hope of spring that you're going to bud again. You're going to rise again. There's hope for a tree. That's what I'm going to leave with you today. I don't want to take over your life, but as I sat there, I was...
Oh no, baby, this was good. I don't know if you've seen some of the comments. People are like, clip it, post it on YouTube. You got to post this on YouTube. So we're gonna...
Whatever you need to do, girl. You know me. I'm here for it.
Listen, I appreciate you, Dr. Renee.
Platform. Yes, I am grateful for your tenacity to remain. The ability to stay right where he said to stay, even when there is probably opportunity for something higher, or there's discouragement, there's brokenness, I really don't really feel like it. But that dedication is keeping you in the game longer than the honeymoon would ever last. And it's because of that. It's your transparency. People don't just come because you said to come. There is an anointing that Jesus had to have, and John said it. Hear he him. You have a hear he him anointing, because there could be this with other persons and there's 5 people on. But you've had the ability to keep this since 2024 with 5. And you stewarded the 5. Then there was 7. You stewarded that. And I speak that for you today, that no matter who shows up, when it was 5, but look to the thousands that will hear you and hear him as he speaks through you. Your platform is not the ordinary kiki. We do kiki, baby, we kiki. We are happy-go-lucky people and we're human. But the mantle you carry is heavier than this TikTok street. It starts here, but it is heavier than this TikTok street. And the ministry that will birth up out of you, it's going to be birthed out of your affliction.
I believe that. And I will say this in a moment of transparency for the people who are still in the room. I resisted for the longest time talking about my faith. My lives started to change a little bit last year. But if you were to go back, and I have a bunch of some of my lives from the summer of 2024, I never mentioned faith. I never mentioned God really. And I had the unction. I was being disobedient. And finally, I think I started saying, well, I don't care. Who knows? I'm a Christian. I love the Lord. This, and this, and I'm going to speak on it. And, for those who do know, I'm halfway through a seminary degree. I stopped for some family reasons, and I have made the personal decision not to go back, but I am half seminary certified, for those who do not know. So I'm not perfect. A lot of that which I speak, I do know. But I also understand, and seminary, the couple of years of seminary I had helped me understand where my calling lies, right? And I'm not called to preach from a pulpit or anything like that. I don't aspire to that. I am called to touch people and help people. This is like my official, what are you called to do in the ministry? I'm called to help people grow their relationship with Jesus Christ, but through other means, not inside the 4 walls of the church, not from a pulpit. I do it in small group Bible studies. Like I have a small group Bible study. Monica is a member of that Bible study, and sometimes in my personal interactions with people. And I think God has given me a glimpse, a little bit of this. So I appreciate you saying that, because I think I fought it for a while. And sometimes, again, friends, your obedience is on the other, um, your
Your
blessing is on the
blessings
other
on the
side
other end
of
of
your
your obedience.
obedience.
Yes,
So whatever it
absolutely.
is, even if it seems crazy,
Mm,
be obedient. The blessing is
mm,
on the other side of your obedience.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And this blesses me just as much as it blesses, as
And it
people
bless
say it
me.
blesses them. It does.
It bless
It
me
does.
today, baby. Shannon, I don't gaslight. I don't come to inflate egos. Hekatoloboshataya. Mm. Keturabashandarabasa. I come to speak life because I had to be given life in a moment when I thought I was dead and dying. So when I get up and I talk to my patients, baby, this is not just me just saying it. It's what I carry, and I can only give you what I have. And like Paul and Silas said, I don't got the money, bro. But such as I have is what I'm going to give you today. Here it is. Take it. And I rest it on this live. I rest it for everybody who needs to hear what he is saying. Forget this face. Forget me. This is not about notoriety and popularity. This is what
Mhm.
I have to do as a carrier. I carry him, so sometimes I'm in the store and he shows up in aisle 12 and I gotta be ready.
Mhm. Mhm.
Ha! I got to be ready. I'm sitting in the office and somebody comes in and I'm looking at this diagnosis and I'm going, I speak to this thing. I cancel this assignment. You are trespassing. Not here. The blood of Jesus. And I use my tool. This is how I fight my battle.
Oh, come on. Come on, Todd Galbert. I love it.
The weapons of my warfare are not typical. They're not carnal. They are empowered. I don't have a medical office because I wanted it. I ran from it from 2018 February when the business was established all the way to 2022 till I ran out of space to run. And he said, I'm going to come talk to you myself. I sent your husband. You brushed off Kevin. I sent a couple of well-meaning people. You said, oh yeah, but I want to work for corporate. And you delayed your own because you were disobedient, Renee. So in 2022, the ancients of days just pulled upon me, unaware, unsuspecting, and he spoke. I went back to work in a place I was making coins. Had coins that ran on top of coins. Direct deposit coming in, everything on auto pay. I just was living, just living the vida loca. Eh? Flying where I want to, buying what I want to, going to the mall, dropping 10 bands because I could. Didn't feel it because I could. Not stewarding what he gave me. He said, nah, you're going to start over from zero. Can you repeat that, sir? July 13, 2022, I flew home, got back to Florida on the 14th because I took a red eye. And on the 14th, I was starting from zero. See, I still had some capacity left, but he had to make sure I got rid of all of that. All of it gone. Negative account. And then he says, now it's time. Jump. Open the doors of the practice. So see, sir, what I'm saying is that, you can't, how do I, first month we paid, we were good. Second month, Excuse me, can I talk to the manager?
Because how am I do it?
Because
How am I going to do it?
when I tell you daily benefits, daily blessings, daily bread, in a time when I was so used to having a whole bakery, and he moved me from the bakery to daily manna. What you mean I can't keep none of it overnight? It's gonna spoil. Well, let me see how it go. And every time I put my hand on it to touch it, it spoiled. And finally one day I got it. I was like, you win. You win. I'm undone. Cause while I had my hand on it, and I'm very creative, I'm intuitive, I'm smart. I graduated summa cum laude with my doctor. What you talking about? He's like, oh, okay. Let's see how that works for you. 3-4 months, $0. 5 months, zero. Okay, okay now. Because at this point, I'm gonna lose my house. I'm gonna lose my car. I'm gonna lose my sanity. I drive 200 miles to work, sir. I need a car. Do you know? And he sat back until these hands came off of it. Because I was self-sufficient, cocky little piece of work I was. Because what? I thought and I said I trusted him, but I trusted my direct deposit to hit. I said I trusted him, but I knew the people in HR who could get me another job. And every time I think that I'm going to go out and I'm going to supplement this income and I'm going to work for somebody else, ma'am, you qualified, but we gonna go in another direction. What you mean, Willis? I got 21 years. You will get on somebody's boat like Jonah and cause them to lose everything, throwing everything overboard because you're on the wrong boat, going in the wrong direction. Ain't nobody gonna touch me with a long fork. I'm a woman under covenant. And when they look at me, they realize, yeah, we ain't gonna touch this one. They're attracted to you because you carry the grace for that. But the minute they get there, just like Abimelech said to Isaac, like, bro, you almost let everybody in my house get destroyed because you told me that was your sister. That's your wife. A woman under covenant. I can't be in places where he said I can't be. I can't be everywhere. There are some people who reach out to me, can you do this with us? And I'm like, of course, because I'm that girl, right? I want to help. And then all of a sudden, ma'am, I had said that yesterday when I didn't read my word, but today I can't.
God gave you a revelation, downloaded that thing.
Girl, that download. When Ancient of Days walked in, I was not prepared. Because, I thought I knew it. I thought I knew what I wanted. I've set my life out. Kids by 25, marriage by 30. No, I married at 19. No kids. I got my strollers and I got everything in the room set and ready on my time. And he says, oh, you thought that at 40 and 41 and 42 that you weren't going to get this baby? Hold my proverbial bear. Let me show you what I do, because I don't operate in your little chronos, Renee. I operate outside of time because I created it.
Come on now.
I'll let you be 50 giving suck. Stop playing with me.
Baby,
I'll
I've
let you
seen
be
it.
perimenopausal and pregnant.
Baby. And I've seen it lately on this app.
Baby, I have witnessed these things personally. And when I sit and I'm having these conversations, because my consults are not consults, they're conversations. And when I sit and I'm talking for my 1 hour that I give to everybody, I'm clutching my invisible Tiffany necklace because I didn't realize that what I went through was not even for me. He brought me through that for this, for you, for the Myra, for Lady Puff, for all the people on here whose names I can't see. I endured it and came through it for you. Yeah, build my capacity. Yeah, build my character, but it was for you. So you could know that it can be done.
Come on now. And people
What you
don't.
have in your hand, what you have in your hand, stretch that thing. Meaning, get uncomfortable to put it out. You've had your hand like this the entire time, and there is an army behind you, and there is sure death in front of you, but you've got a key that I've given you to the kingdom to lock and unlock. So stretch that thing and unlock that Red Sea. Part it hither to thither, and then when you're done, stretch it back. I'll overthrow the horse and its rider. I'll give you certain victory because I've given you keys to the kingdom. Get your key. Get your key, baby. If you have to physically take up a key in your hand as a point of contact today, get your key. And get a door wherever you are, turn that key and you speak a thing. I am doing this and turning this key in this door as I am turning the key to everything that's been locked up in my life. Some of us need to operate outside of just saying it, but actually doing the thing, because some of us are doers, and that action alone. Turn that key in the car, baby. Turn that key in your front door, because that, with this word on it and that scent of water, is going to unlock some things for you that you
Come
didn't
on
even know
now.
possible.
We call those things that be not as though they were, friends. We operate in faith. Where's your faith? How are you operating? Are you showing faith in your daily walk? Do you trust him? Because if you trust him, you got faith. You operate in faith. But y'all, we got to declare a thing. We got to speak that thing, even though it's not there. You know, I speak wholeness for myself. I speak a job that baby supplies every single need and want that I have that will cover me.
And
Call those
Shannon, some
things
of us
that
are
be not.
waiting for jobs, but we are the entrepreneur CEOs. Some of us are waiting to get into a
Yeah,
job
and
that
I'm
fits
asking
our
the
life
Lord to speak
when
to
we're,
me
yeah,
on that.
yeah,
Like, what it, kind of what is this next season supposed to
what
look
is
like? Am
it?
I really supposed to be
Yeah,
chasing a job, or should I be chasing
yeah,
some other things? And I am trying to put feet to
yeah,
my faith,
but
because
absolutely.
friends, don't forget, if you want God to operate in the supernatural and bless you supernaturally, you got to do what you're
You've
supposed to do in
already
the
got faith.
natural. In the
Absolutely.
natural, so he can put his super on top of it and do
Yes,
what
yes,
he
yes.
needs to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't come with just, oh, I don't know. No, I know who I am. Baby,
Right?
sometimes you got to talk to yourself. At the end of the night, after a long day, I'll sit in front of the mirror and I will, hey, what's good? What's tea, girl? You good? Girl, God loves you. And I will speak to myself, looking back at myself, because sometimes we need that. The Bible says that when David came back from working with the Philistines and he got back to Ziklag, instead of there being the excitement of his family, he came into utter desolation. The Amalekites had plundered his entire household, took his wives and his kids. And the men who were fighting with him, they purposed to kill him. And he perceived that. And he said, he encouraged himself in the Lord. Sometimes you are around some folks and you know they're not for you. Encourage yourself in the Lord. Don't worry, you can't fix them. You can't fix your external factors. This is who? Your star player, baby. Work on your star player. And I hear Shannon say, heart and hand. You got to do the work. You may not have the money for the therapist, but baby, this is therapy for me this morning for free.
Helping
She gives
myself.
free therapy every morning, Tuesday to Friday from 8 a.m. to whenever. Yeah, yeah. Speak to your thing. Speak to yourself. Remind yourself. Get your scent of water in for the day, baby. Because it is promised that there is hope, even if it is cut down, meaning it's severed from the source and the root, from the nutrients, the things that should sustain it. It's severed. But even at the scent of water, that is. Y'all kill me today. Y'all can have me on here talking all day about this level of goodness. But I had just come to say one thing. You don't lack capacity. That was one thing I came to say for 5
That's
minutes.
where we started at.
This is what we were saying at the beginning. Because I'm off today, you know. Kevin's birthday was Wednesday. Yesterday was our 22nd anniversary.
Happy
And
anniversary.
today I'm just going to be off chilling. And I'm take the day off just to chill with my
Good for you.
mans.
I'm back on the hustle. I'm on the grind. Dr. Renee, thank you so much. I almost say this while you're up here. I certainly hope we will see you either in Atlanta or Dallas.
Yes, for Atlanta, yes. I was told it was going to be June. So
It is the
for
last
Atlanta,
Saturday, the last weekend in June. That makes my heart happy because I want to hug your neck again. It was a pleasure
yes.
meeting you 2 weeks ago. 2 years ago. Oh, Lord.
And I posted it, you know, because I
yes,
posted it as a part of my memories when
and
I
I
saw our
love
picture. I
that. I
said,
love that.
look at us. Look at us. We didn't even know each other. I think that was our first time really connecting. I said, girl, we cute.
We were. We fine now. We were cute then. We fine
Listen,
now.
I was so happy when I saw it. I said, this was a fond memory from 2 years ago. I met so many persons physically in the community. I remember meeting Jackson, and Jackson came. He's like, Dr. Renee. I said, stop hitting on me, boy. He's like, I'm big. I said, boy, I never asked you that. I said, stop hitting on me. He's like, oh my God, you were right. I said, yeah. Because I want people to, I'm a real person. Don't get these credentials behind my name fooled. We're real people. I can be touched. I bleed. Some people don't have that level of personability with others, and they don't really, interact like that. But that's me. I can't help but who I am. So yeah, I have it on my calendar. I didn't know the exact time, but I have it that for June, that would be my thing, because I wasn't able to make it last year. I was traveling at the same time. So end of June, last Saturday. Bet.
I cannot
Hold
wait.
my ashwagandha.
A time is about to be had, friends. So, but Dr. Renee, thank you so much for. I feel my church spirit coming on for blessing the house this morning. Thank you for blessing the house.
Did Darium collect the offering? Darium, did you get the offering? Jay, did you pick up the offering, bro? I love my people, but this community has certainly been such a blessing to me, just the interactions and the people that I've met. So I'm very, very happy to, come and even just drop one little gem today. That's not all, Jay.
Baby, you dropped the load. You were a dump truck and just dumped your load on us.
I'm gonna dump this thing. Because I'm full. And to whom much is given, much is required. I am full. He's given me a whole bunch of fullness. So when I come, it's not just the educational knowledge for the medical stuff. It's about life, child. It's about everything. I'm going to touch on all aspects of whatever it is. And then 2 minutes later, we're going to be singing, to God be the glory.
Yes.
Great things he has done. So loved he the world that he gave us his son, who yielded his life an atonement for sin, and opened the life gate that all may come Y'all better stop playing with me today, because I'll sing y'all happy today. I'm gone.
Baby, I was
I'm
about to go
gone.
there.
I'm leaving y'all. I'm done for the day. Call
To
me,
God be the
message
glory.
me, check me out. Follow my business page. It's separate from my personal page. And just, yeah. Do y'all what you gotta do. But I'm heading out, because if I stay here one more minute, I'm gonna start balling. I can't ball today.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you,
Renee. And
Shannon.
y'all, if you're not following Dr. Renee, please give her a follow. Thank you. Yes, to God be the glory. To
Bless you,
God be the
friend.
glory. Thank you guys for hanging out.
All
This
right.
was definitely longer than I normally go. We've been on about 2 hours now.
My
But thank you
bad.
all. I hope somebody in here took a nugget. I hope it blessed you. I hope it fed you in some way. I hope you leave with something to think about and
Leave
do.
full.
And do.
Leave full, baby. Leave full. Yeah.
So
Leave full. Whew, I feel the
thank you, friends. Again, thank you so
Mhm.
much, Dr. Renee. Again, I'll be in touch privately.
Yes, of
Friends,
course.
happy
Bye.
Friday. And remember, ain't nobody bad like you. Ain't nobody bad like you. Let's get out here. Be obedient. You guys, I'm gonna download this and put it on YouTube. Be obedient. Remember some of the things we overcome by the word of our testimony, and many of the things you want are on the other side of your obedience. So, y'all have an amazing day. I'll see y'all later. Bye, everybody. Oh, this was good. Bye, y'all.